some sweet intro song on here. Maybe some credits rolling. Anyways, welcome back to another episode of the Ice Cream Social. That's right, I've given it a cheesy cornball name just to differentiate it from the old Powered by Ice Cream reviews because I want it to have its own identity, and I needed something to call it instead of just the live stream. All right, so on tonight's Ice Cream Social, I call it that because you guys get to interact with me. I eat ice cream, we talk ice cream, and other things. So I'm pretty sure you guys get where I'm going with it. On tonight's Ice Cream Social, we're eating Humphry Slocombe for the first time. This is my first time ever eating Humphry Slocombe, pint form, scoop shop form. Never had it. I believe they're based out of San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, somebody can correct me. But last time I was out in that area, I slept on them, and it is what it is. So, what is Secret Breakfast? Secret Breakfast is Humphry Slocombe's trademark flavor. It's the one they're most known for. It's bourbon ice cream. You can read it right here. Bourbon ice cream. What? It is so hard to figure out what this thing wants to do. Maybe if I just get my lighting on point. Maybe it's the lighting. It's not the lighting. It's just my bad luck. Bourbon ice cream and cornflake cookies. Go ahead. Who are we to judge? Don't worry. I don't care if you judge me or not. I like booze. I like boozy ice creams within good reason, and I'm excited to eat this. I thought it was just cornflakes. I thought it was just cornflakes. It's cornflake cookies, which, have you ever been to Momofuku Milk Bar and had their corn, I think they have like cornflake cookie. Maybe I'm just making that shit up. I don't know. It's fantastic. So I've had cornflake cookies before. My memory is not the best. I just know they're good. So, here we go. The big question is, how boozy is this ice cream going to be? So here we go. First spoonful. See if the camera is going to cooperate. Oh shit, I almost lost it. I almost lost it, guys. There we go. So, not gigantic chunks, but they're in there. Oh, I take that back. You can see, look at that. Mix-in wise, we're looking pretty solid here. I'm excited about that. Who doesn't want chunks of cookies in their ice cream? Tiger Bait Com, whatever you just said, I have no idea. I don't get, is that a reference? I'm not even going to read it. I don't even understand what you're saying. At any rate, Shaka says McConnell's ruined boozy ice cream for me. Why? Bourbon pecan chocolate chip? I think that's a fantastic flavor. Maybe you just don't drink. Maybe you got little virgin bitch-ass taste buds, and everything tastes stronger than it is. This one, though, you can definitely tell it's bourbon, but it's not, to use as a comparison, I would say that it's definitely not as boozy as McConnell's. It's really hard to compare it. Not a lot of bourbon chocolate chips out there, or bourbon pecan. Nicholas says, I love bourbon pecan from Graders. I've never even drank bourbon. I don't even like bourbon. Shaka says Jameson. He likes Jameson. I do not like bourbon, but I like bourbon ice cream. So go figure. Tiger Bait. It's a Caddyshack reference. It's been so long since I've seen Caddyshack. That's strong. I've seen too many movies, man. I don't get all the references. Besides, I remember most of Bill Murray's dialogue, not Rodney Dangerfield's. Although Rodney is the GOAT. The cornflake cookies are a little soggy in this pint. I imagine that if you get it freshly scooped at a scoop shop, the texture is a little bit better. But they're very sweet. Might as well be Frosted Flake cookies if you ask me. Shaka says he doesn't like mixing spirits with his food. Well, why the hell are you eating bourbon ice cream then, yo? That's a recipe for disaster. Now, oh, Lindsay asks, can you get drunk off of ice cream? You can if there's enough alcohol in it. Tipsy Scoop makes a really shitty ice cream with a lot of alcohol in it. Hypothetically, if you eat enough of it, you get drunk. But it's terrible. Brett Brackman Goldstein asks about Finn and Phoebes. I guess Walmart carries them now. They're pretty mediocre. It's good, but for Walmart, it's decent. But honestly, I'd rather eat Great Value than Finn and Phoebes. Boom! Look at this. We got a lot of cornflake cookies. A lot. So I'm happy with that. The base of this is cream, non-fat milk, sugar, egg yolk, buttermilk. And where is the bourbon? There it is, down here. There's a bourbon caramel in the base. Sugar, water, bourbon, tapioca syrup, and salt. So that's where the bourbon taste come from. Shaka says, damn, they're at Walmart now, tough times. Actually, that doesn't mean tough times. That means they're doing great. If Walmart carries you, it means you're making buku bucks. Like you're carried nationwide. You're making millions. They're not hurting, trust me. Oh, Verse asked me, Will's asked me about Sam's Club ice cream. Really mediocre stuff for the most part. Especially since they switched to pints. I think once they switched to pints, quality took a hit. Graders turned down Walmart. Good for them. Kind of a stupid move, if you ask me, but whatever. I'm a little bummed about the cornflake cookies, guys. It reminds me a lot of late night snack. Now, a lot of you rookies out there who love the Tonight Dough forget that Jimmy Fallon had a flavor before the Tonight Dough, and it was called Late Night Snack. Ironically, both flavors are not that good. I'm not the biggest Jimmy Fallon fan, but Tonight Dough was a slight improvement. Late Night Snack was not very good. It suffered a great pitfall. It had chocolate-covered potato chips, but they were never crunchy. They were always soggy. Tiger Bait brings up the mass production point in terms of graders. They're producing a lot of products, man. I don't think it would be as drastic of a change as you would think. They're carried in. I mean, they're carried. I see them everywhere. I see graders everywhere except for Walmart. So it's not like they're hand-packed pints. It's not like they're Jenny's, where they were a craft ice. They're not a craft ice cream company. They're a pretty big corporation. Will asked if I had the Baskin-Robbins yet. Nope. In my travels this month or this week, I'll probably try to pick it up. It's a shame though. I'd love for graders to be in stores. I mean, they're in Publix. Why not Walmart? Dan Baz asks, best ice cream with Irish whiskey. Hell if I know, man. A lot of ice cream companies are scared to use booze because it's hard to temper. This is pretty good. I gotta say they got a good balance of sweetness and the booze, and it's not too boozy. I know some people are freaked out when they see alcohol in the ingredients, but as a man who does not actually enjoy the taste of alcohol, I enjoy the effects. It's good. Who doesn't like a good whiskey caramel, though? Shaka asks, quality-wise, what would you rate this pint comparable to? Interesting to note, I assumed that Humphry Slocombe was a super premium ice cream company. They are not. This would be a premium ice cream. It's only 10 grams of fat, 18 carbs per serving, which I don't mind. It tastes pretty damn good. But it's right, I'd say right around Ben & Jerry's quality. Although, the flavor's a lot better than most Ben & Jerry's flavors. Nicholas asked, didn't Ben & Jerry's have a flavored whiskey once? I don't know. I think Dublin Mudslide. Did it have whiskey? I don't know. Mudslide doesn't have whiskey, does it? What's the Mudslide have in it? Like Kahlua or some shit? Yeah, Dublin Mudslide didn't have whiskey in it. Oh. Like, one thing I can say, though, even though they aren't the best. Damn, dude. See what I mean? Look at the ice cream. See it melting? This is not salt and straw, folks. Now, I don't know if it comes across, but it's definitely, yeah. See what I mean? It's melting pretty quick. What I can say about this flavor is that even though the cookies are kind of soggy, they taste good, and there's a shitload of them. So, the old Ben & Jerry's method. Oh, we're talking about Ben & Jerry's Black Lives Matter. I didn't know they were making a flavor over it. I don't give a shit, honestly. Your politics, your politics. But Ben & Jerry's have about as much to do with that company as you and I do. Unilever runs the ice cream side of things, so if you guys think they have any input over what ice creams are coming out, you're sadly misinformed. Oh, Preston asks, what are some dark horse flavors that are must-tries out of the mass-produced ice creams or gelatos? Talked about Ben & Jerry's Peanut Butter World, Ben & Jerry's Milk and Cookies, Ben & Jerry's Chubby Hubby, Ben & Jerry's Cinnamon Buns, Talenti's Sea Salt Caramel, Talenti's Pumpkin Pie. I'm sure I can write off a few more depending on your location. Where regionally, it'll depend. When I get big clusters, some pieces are kind of crunchy and some pieces aren't. It's weird. I'm sure if you go to a scoop shop, a lot crunchier. Unilever is not, they don't give a fuck. I promise you. Besides, even if they came out with the Black Lives Matter flavor, it would just be some cool label with mediocre ice cream. Like Empowerment. You know how excited I got about that flavor? Crushed my dreams. The fact of the matter is, guys, you need to keep wishing. We need to stop hoping. Actually, stop hoping the Ben & Jerry's going to get their act together, because they're not. All right? They're a billion-dollar company. They make money by catering to the lowest common denominator. People that think that Tonight Dough is the apex of ice cream. So, you got to expand your horizons. Stop bitching about the companies that don't care about you. And start trying to support these companies that are trying to do different stuff. Tigerbait asks, what convenience store did you find the cinnamon buns at? Funny story, I found it at a gas station and it was freezer burned. It was probably like a year old, so very sad. Preston asked, did you find pumpkin cheesecake in stores, sir? Yes. Pumpkin cheesecake is everywhere now. If you can't find it at any store, you live in buttfuck Egypt, and I feel bad for you. That's not why graders turned down Walmart, dude. They're never gonna be. It's not the same type of company. Trust me. Michelle says, you guys are so lucky you have such awesome ice cream. We have nothing up here in Canada. I will say that despite Canada having a great food scene, having lots of cool stuff, their ice cream is whack. You guys got screwed there. All right, so my first experience with Humphry Slocombe, pretty good, okay? I was surprised that there wasn't as rich as I expected. For a company that has a lot of hype around about how great the ice cream is, I expected super premium. It's a little let down by that, but Flavor-wise, pretty good. Base isn't the booziest I've ever had, but it's well balanced. The mix-ins, because of the sogginess, that's gonna really knock it down for me. Same kind of problem late night snack used to have. Like I said, when you get a good crunchy bite, you kind of get an idea of what this flavor could really be, the full potential of it. Like maybe it was fresh, but from the pint to my mouth, I gotta rate it like that. So I give this one a 7 out of 10, and it's a solid, if not unspectacular, first experience with Humphry Slocombe. Grove City, Ohio must be buttfuck each then. Honestly, Nicholas, you probably just are looking in the wrong places. I can't imagine anywhere where pumpkin cheesecake is not out yet. You check Target, you check Walmart, you check I don't know what you got. You guys got Kroger, what, Safeway? You got to check everywhere because I see it. I mean, maybe it's just Florida, but we got it everywhere. Everywhere. Preston, come on. Where have you checked? Have you checked every store? Liz asked about peanut butter fudge ripple from Humphry Slocombe. I did not order that one. I ordered their pumpkin flavor, this one, the cream cheese chocolate chip, and there's a caramel apple flavor. So, yeah, I see a lot of people saying this is the best ice cream ever, and that's why you can't listen to social media, but you also have to understand the source. Like, take into account the source, guys. When someone says something is awesome, right, does that person eat only Briars? And then when they go to Humphry Slocombe, of course your fucking mind's blown. Do you guys understand how mind-blowing it was when I first had Jenny's? Like, in 2000, when I went to Jenny's in 2012, like, my mind was destroyed. I never realized ice cream could be that good. Shaka asked, does Baskin-Robbins have their pumpkin cheesecake still? No. Not as far as I know. They shouldn't anyways. They might. But, you know. Andy Hefner says, how much money do you spend on ice cream? Andy, that's none of your business. How much money do you spend on male hookers? Huh? See, it's not so fun, is it? A lot, okay? I like to eat. Most of my expendable income goes to either shoes or food. 100. Keep it in 100 or spend in 100? Bob says no sleep till pumpkin Wednesday. Unfortunately, no. I don't even know if I don't even know if it's going to arrive before I leave for Raw Nationals. The next time that I might live stream, but I might do some Facebook Live stuff this week. I might experiment with that, so keep an eye out. I'm going to be traveling, going to Atlanta. I'll be there for 5 days for USAPL Raw Nationals. Not eating so much, it's more business, but I will be eating things along the way. I'm hoping I get some Bojo's chicken. That's my big, like, damn, I need some Bojo's chicken, man. It's the best. So much better than Chick-fil-A. I know. It's sacrilege. Shaka says, that's rough. The October flavor looks, yeah, you should have gotten that pumpkin cheesecake. I was really impressed. But you never know, like, my Baskin-Robbins is so shitty, they keep stuff around, so. Nicholas says, you going to eat a whole thing of Turkey Hill pumpkin pie live? I might, actually. As just a little fun thing, you know, because I haven't done anything on Facebook Live. And I think that that's a fun thing to do. It's very easy to set up. It's much easier to set up than this. I can do it on my webcam. You know, easy. Andy Hefner says, you should review all the Halo Top ice creams. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Come on, man. I hate the junk banter. The junk banter, wow. Preston says, he asked, Cold Stone's pumpkin ice cream or Baskin-Robbins? That's not even a question, man. Cold Stone's pumpkin cheesecake ice cream. Make sure you get the pumpkin cheesecake. It's fucking life-changing. Bob asked, how many clients you got at National? I got, I think, 6 or 7? 7? 6? I don't know. A lot. I'll be busy, you know, ordering a lot of, like, delivery, not going out that much with Cam and stuff. We don't have a lot of time to do that. So yeah, I wanted to do another I wanted to do another ice cream review before I left. I might pull an audible and do one tomorrow night. Depends. I don't want to run through my stash too quickly. I don't really have a lot of stuff right now until I get that Ample Hills order coming in. Iron Lung asked, do you recall which gas station you found cinnamon buns at? It was a Marathon, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody just messaged me to ask why I blocked them. Bob says, you got what, 15 pints deep? I don't think I have 15 pints. I think I have a lot of repeats. A lot of repeats. Like I have multiple pints of Candicopia. I'll have multiple pints of No Sleep Till Pumpkin. And, you know, I gotta keep finding. I'm gonna start doing some more, like that new brand I was telling you about. They're gonna be appearing here soon. Excited about that. And beyond that, it's always like I never plan these things out. I kind of just, it's like, oh, what do I want to eat tonight? And then I'll review it. And I talk to you guys about ice cream and answer your questions and try to help you find new ice creams. Unfortunately, Salt and Straws flavors this month were a little wacky for me, so we only went with Candicopia. I'm hoping that maybe Grater's does something good, but I think they're just rolling with pumpkin for now. Yeah, see, Nicholas says I can find cinnamon buns anywhere. It's one of those flavors. Boston cream pie, impossible to find in Florida too. Cinnamon buns, hard to find. Chubby Hubby, really hard to find. So, Dan Baz says, can you find the s'mores ice cream at every 7-Eleven or is it only at the larger stores? It's at every 7-Eleven, or at least it should be. So, it's a shame if yours does not carry it because that ice cream is still, I mean, that's an ice cream I could eat weekly. It's amazing. So 7-Eleven has to come out with new flavors soon. They're too good at making ice cream. All right, so that's the plan from here on out. Facebook Live, lots of Instagram pics. Expect a lot. Expect a few fun food things. I can't promise the greatest food porn because I'll be busy every day. I'm going to try to make it to Morelli's. Yeah, Nicholas says, doesn't pumpkin grater suck? Yeah, it's not great. I'm going to try to make it out to Morelli's. If you guys are familiar with Atlanta, you know how great that place is. No promises, though. And Chris asked, prediction on tonight's game. I will go Panthers 34, Bucks 28. We have no running game. Starting Jacquizz Rodgers. James is going to throw 2 picks, 3 touchdowns, but Derek Anderson's going to shit on us like he always does. People go, oh, Derek Anderson, you should have an easy game. Man, he has our number. So the Bucks aren't that good this year. Simple fact. But luckily I have ice cream to drown my sorrows. Once again, guys, thank you for coming to the Ice Cream Social and hanging out with me and talking ice cream. And maybe you'll see me in Atlanta. I don't know. I'll bring my webcam, see what's up, and eat some Turkey Hill with you. See you guys.